something else. Your style makes me wanna man up. We should fill our cups, catch a flick and do some stuff. I'm used to one night stands, but with you that's not enough. I don't wanna front, I just wanna see ya. Please give me a sign, baby. Please give me a sign if you wanna come. Please give me a sign, yeah.
Boys, what is going on, dude? I'm back again. I keep coming back. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I'm back. Today, we are in a 2019 Challenger SRT 392 Scat Pack. Legit. Really quickly, I want to talk a little bit about how the name Scat Pack came to be and when it originated, because I think it's a cool story. It involves Frank Sinatra and lawsuits. So Frank Sinatra, who I hope we all know, had a group of friends and they called themselves the Rat Pack, okay? Dodge took note of that, apparently, and decided to tweak that name a little bit and called a Scat Pack. Scat Pack became the name for the performance side of Dodge. A little bit after they released the name Scat Pack, a company called Scat Enterprises, who made aftermarket parts for Dodge, saw that and tried to sue them for stealing their name. That didn't really work very well for them because Dodge has good lawyers, I'm sure, and it got thrown out. In 1968, Dodge released its Scat Pack line. Originally, it featured the Cornet, the GTS Dart, the Super Bee, and of course the Charger RT Scat Pack. In order to be deemed a Scat Pack, you had to have the car run a 14-second quarter mile or less. And back then, that was super quick. That is very quick. This car has a 6.4 liter V8, obviously, 475 horsepower, 450 foot-pounds of torque, I'm pretty sure. Wheel horsepower, I've recently found out, is only about 330, which is lower than I expected, but it does not feel like 330. It feels quite a bit quicker than that. For instance, third gear, 4,000. The gearing from third to like sixth is so short. So when you're up around 6,000 RPM, which is your red line, you shift into fourth and it only drops like 1,000 RPM. So you're constantly in this crazy power band of just getting absolutely rocked. We are in first gear. The interior, I like the interior, honestly. I've actually had one of these. I had a 2018 and I enjoyed it. This one has the upgraded screen, so it's the 8.4 inch Uconnect 4C from FCA. Best screen I've used ever. Besides the 12 inch that FCA offers, best screen you can have. I like the original gauges in the dash. I like that they're not digital. I like that they're still, I don't know what you call that, but not digital. Analog. I like that they're analog gauges. Center console looks really nice. Everything's faced towards you, so that's perfect. I really like it, to be honest. We're heading down a straight road. We're in first gear. Let's do a pull. You can hear how short those gears are. Once you get past second gear, third, fourth, and fifth are like that short. It's freaking awesome. I love this thing. I want to talk a little bit about its competitors, okay? So its competitors are going to be the Mustang GT, the Camaro SS, and this, right? In regards to track-focused cars, the Camaro SS definitely beats this thing out just because it's a little bit lower, it's got tighter suspension, it's better at handling, but the huge downside about those things is that you literally can't see anything. Anything at all. It's the worst visibility. I've driven a couple SS's, they're too intense, right? Great track cars, don't get me wrong. Going around corners in those things is freaking amazing, but daily driving it, I don't know. The Mustang GT, not the best around turns as we all know. They're getting a lot better, like the GT500 they just put out. That thing's an absolute monster. But a regular GT, not super good, but definitely a lot of fun to drive. It's a cool car, I like them. This thing though, extremely quick. It will definitely keep up with, you know, both of those cars. Handling is not as good as the Camaro SS, but definitely better than the Mustang GT. And drivability, everyday driving, which is half of the reason why these things were built. is freaking fantastic. Fun factor, this thing's amazing. You don't have any traction first and second. Some people might see that as a downside, but it's fun. As a jack of all trades, this car kind of has it. All right, let's test it in some corners and see if it's good at transferring weight. Okay, so braking is obviously fantastic. Going around the first corner, feels stable. Quick weight transfer. A little bit of oversteer, but not bad. Actually not bad at all. Actually good. Actually nice. Coming around the tight turn, braking pretty hard. Turn in is fantastic. A little bit of oversteer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely, my hands are sweating. Here we go, nice straight road. Let's punch it. Fourth, fifth. Yeah, this thing's got crazy power. This is a really interesting car. You can really do everything in it. I'm definitely able to run through corners like it's nothing. I can daily drive it if I put it back in auto. Right now we're in track, so of course it's gonna be a little bit intense, which is what I hope you guys are wanting. Oh, it's really good around the corners. Ooh. And the transmission in this thing is just salty. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's quick. So the transmission in this thing, not only does it have short gearing, it's got the 8-speed auto, which in my opinion, I don't get me wrong, I'm a manual guy all day long, but in this thing particularly, I gotta say, I think the 8-speed is the way to go. The transmission is quick. Like it's obviously it's quicker than a manual, and it's smooth, and it sounds freaking sick when it shifts. It just, you know, I'm walking here. Just look at this combo. Horse, bikers. Gotta be really careful here. This is a very confidence-inspiring car so far. Like a very confidence-inspiring car. I feel safe at all times, which, I mean, that's a plus. Like, don't get me wrong, you can do that all day long and just burn through second, but it's not scary. The car doesn't step out on you like it would with a Mustang GT. It just keeps its ground and goes steady, but it's just slipping. So obviously, keep the wheel straight when you're doing that. Don't be turning like a madman, because then you're gonna end up in a ditch. You don't want that. When it's in automatic mode, in track mode, the transmission does a super good job of keeping you in the right gear. This thing is downshifting for me at 4,000 RPM. It's downshifting me to like 5.5 sometimes if I'm on the brakes hard enough. So it really does do a good job of reading what you're doing with your pedal positions and where you are in the corner. Obviously, it can't actually see where you are in the corner, but it can take a good guess. That's what algorithms and coding are for. So good job, Dodge. Chances are, if you're looking at one of these things, you're either about to have a midlife crisis, and that's fine, because I'll probably have one too, or you're a young kid wanting a nice muscle car that's different from a Mustang GT. Oh, finally. If you're a young kid watching this and you're thinking about getting one, please be careful. I have a good amount of experience with driving on a track, so I'm okay in this. But if you were to put someone that just doesn't know anything about cars and told them, hey, go have a blast around the curvy roads back in the back country, they might just not come back. The good thing about it though is that you can feel when it's about to oversteer and when it's going to understeer. It's a very, very talkative car. It's not numb. So when you're going towards the limit, you can actually feel it, and that's why it makes it confidence inspiring, because you're not thinking, am I about to spin out of control or not? You actually know what's about to happen. And if you're an experienced driver, you can just use that to your advantage even more. It's because you know exactly where you need to be in the corner, you know exactly how much throttle you need to give it, exactly how much braking before it gets squirrely and starts to dip too much. It's awesome. And I'm surprised, because it's a muscle car. Muscle cars are usually big and boaty, which this is, but when you combine it with the ability to handle, you have an absolute weapon. You have an absolute weapon. We're gonna end the review right there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. To all my subscribers, dude, shout out to you guys. That is so sick that you guys actually subscribe to this channel. If you're a subscriber, comment down below, say what's up, ask me a question, do whatever. Tell me what I need to do different. I'm up for anything. If you guys are new here, again, also thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen, other videos on my channel, click on one of the pop-up banners somewhere over here. I have some JDM stuff. I did a 340 wheel horsepower Fiesta ST, a 400 horsepower WRX, a Baja Bug, an SRT Durango. I've done a lot of stuff. Check it out, let me know what you think. Otherwise, I'm cutting it, that's the end. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.